Hello, brothers and sisters of Lando. Welcome to my page. My page is about common sense. I try to get to the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. Of course, my daughter, is sleeping. Okay, and I'm trying to be as quiet. I don't want to wake her up. But of course, I love you all. A majority of the minority of you. Majority of you, I don't like your little biased bastards. I don't care how many dislikes I get. That's why you can't see how I get a whole lot of likes. Okay, yeah, I got a lot of subscribers and I got a lot of views. Okay, but I consider a lot of subscribers to me one or two. Okay. But if you have any comments, suggestions, or insults, you put it down below. I like when people make fun of me, y'all. Come on, y'all. Somebody make fun of me, okay? So I can use that as a weapon for someone else. As my weapon, okay? I use it as a tool, okay? But anyway, enough of my babbling, okay? I'm up late at night. I'm about to pick up my wife now. I'm getting tired of driving her ass. Okay, I tried to tell her to learn on the video game so she can learn her coordination because she keeps dropping shit, you know. When you almost hit a little white girl with blonde head, blue eyed, little devil, and drive my remote control car down the stairs. Luckily, it wasn't broken, and everything is so small. It's a small inch to destruction of those little tiny accidents. You only get two chances. You driving my vehicle, you do two wrong major things, you're done. Okay. Anyway, enough of gibbling and gabbling. This video is going to be about how to live off the grid. Now, of course, I'm gonna make some rules here. You list them down because I lived off the grid for almost 2 years. Okay, but off the grid technically means that you're not in the system at all. Okay, remember, off the grid means you're completely off the system. No one can track you. You are not on the payroll of the debit card or the transactions with the credit card, nor the checks. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you how to do it. You could do this in America too now. The main way to do it is basically to take out cash. You get your money through cash, and you transfer all your cash into gold or silver. But that's gonna be useless if the apocalypse ever occurred. I don't understand what this gold and silver thing is. You know what I'm saying? People be fighting and stuff like that. I just be dead, motherfucker, because I'm not living in no fucking woods. I'm not dead. I see a lot of crackers on the internet talking about these little snitches and stuff like that. How to start a fire? I'll be a dead cold motherfucker. Like, I'll be dead. Probably be dead. Probably living in the fucking sewers like fucking Ninja Turtles and shit. I don't know what to do. I used to go to camp and learn that stuff, that little Boy Scout stuff. I lost that information a long time ago. So I just rather live in a fucking box on the corner because I lived in a box in the corner in the freezing cold. I know I can live. I can survive. I'll be a fucking giraffe. Live off some fucking leaves and shit. I have done that before, and I got diarrhea. But anyway, to live off the grid, the first thing you need is to take out everything through cash. When you go to a foreign country, you can get that shit exchanged in the foreign country. Like I lived in Ethiopia and had my monies exchanged in the commercial bank. Okay, right? I could start a little business there. I could do whatever I want because I'm American. But the only problem is that you got to update your passport and that's the only negative thing. You got to go back and forth. It only lasts for 2 years. They say it's not recommended to keep if you have a 2-year visa in Ethiopia, it's recommended that you only stay for a year and a half because you're going to need to save money to get a plane ticket to get your extended. They cannot transfer the visa through the mail. That's what they told me. And I tried to get it extended through the mail. It was like, you got to come back to America to do that. I said, that's crazy. Why would I gotta do all that? But anyway, the first thing you have to do is do everything through cash. Take out all your shit. If you got millions of dollars, you're definitely well off in Ethiopia. Okay, build yourself a house and have 2 wives out there. You only need money. Communication is not the key out there in Ethiopia. All right, you could learn a little bit of Harmic. Okay, but you gotta watch out for AIDS. You gotta worry about this. You gotta worry about that. But basically, you ain't gotta worry about shit if you got your cash. You take your suitcases, you make sure you got that shit locked up, you find a way to have someone watch it for you. And you get that currency exchanged a little bit. And you get a bank account over there, okay? You know, you don't have to go through the American system unless you're trying to escape from the justice system for some reason. Why would you want to do that, okay? You know, don't be a criminal. Okay, turn yourself in. Get yourself off the grid by going through the court system, because they can go over there and get you if they can. Don't think you can escape the law if you kill like 100,000 people. They're going to exploit your ass back, okay? They will find a way, the FBI, you know. Study law, motherfucker. Study law. It's very important, because I was ignoraneous when it was coming to the law, man. I thought you was innocent until proven guilty. You're really guilty until proven innocent, especially for men, okay? So don't get caught up. So to live off the grid, you need to take out that money first. And after you take out that goddamn money, you go online and you look at the Boy Scouts. You look at how to start fires on your own and stuff. Especially if a catastrophe happens, I don't think no one will survive. 70% of the population, more than 1/3 will be destroyed. Okay, it's just common sense there. No one's gonna live in the cold winter and surviving in the woods, eating off deer meat and shit like that. Nobody's gonna be doing that shit, because everybody's too homeschooled, you want to say, nurtured in the house. You know, so you got all these people, only a small percentage of people out there who's living in the woods know how to actually live out there, because they've been living out there for years, okay? Like the Indian tribes, the little scattered Indian tribes throughout the United States, North America. Yeah, they also got people like that in different countries too. I've seen homeless people in Ethiopia. So you got to learn how to live like them. You got to get some education from them. How to start a fire, how to look for food. Okay, how you going to eat? You going to keep getting diarrhea? You going to have a fucked up stomach? Okay, so what else is there? Okay, after you learn those things, you know, you look it up on the internet. You go out there, you find people who are living in the homeless. You find people, because I lived in the streets. I lived in my car, okay? And I was living in the car. I was living luxuriously. I was taking shits and stuff like that, going to the bathroom and dumping that shit. You have to be provocative. You got to be provocative in your mind. You got to be sexy for your mind. You got to find a way. You can find a way. There's people who living in the cars for months, living in their vans, living in their RVs. You can do it. Yes, you can. But you got to go in the wilderness. You can't be living in, going on the highways. You could go in a parking lot and park there for a while. They ain't going to touch you. Like, I seen RVs up in parking lots at Walmart and stuff. And I'm like, yo, they sitting up there, you know, forever. Okay. Nobody going to say nothing to them. Nobody going to say shit. Okay. Go into those giant parking lots, most of the time, they're not going to fuck with you, okay? What else, okay? Let me see. How to live off the grid. You get your shit out in cash. You know someone out in another country or whatever country it is. You do your research. You know about the banks out there, okay? If you're trying to escape the law, you really have to be off the grid. You won't be caught, especially in countries like Ethiopia or Nigeria or Kenya, and they don't got no names on no streets and shit like that. You know what I saw out there in Ethiopia? I saw a criminal. I saw a few criminals. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple Caucasoid criminals escaping. I said, what are you doing out here? I had looked at my past therapist, right? And he looked just like him. I know he had a brother. I had a therapist who looked just like him in Ethiopia. And I was like, hey, is that you, John? And he was like, no. I was like, you must got a brother, because there's a guy who looked just like you in America. This is when I was in Ethiopia. And I said, wow, for real? He said, yeah. I said, hey, he's a therapist. I think he's a psychologist. Yeah, he's a psychologist. He was my therapist, man. And actually my psychologist. No, he was my psychiatrist. Psychiatrist, you could say, yeah. And I was like, damn, what you doing out here? Okay, eating fucking raw meat and shit. That motherfucker must be a criminal, man. Escaping from the law. He was with a bunch of German dudes and shit. And I'm like, oh, shit, man. This is the mafia here, man. I don't want to work for them. I don't want to get my ass strung. But it's so easy to live off the grid if you're living in another country. All right? Living in America is a little bit harder, but it can be easier if you improvise. You improvise, okay? And you're going to need weapons, too, okay? Let me see. I hope that's not my battery. Oh, no. But that's all I wanted to say to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. It's not really hard if you look on the internet. You get all the tools. It's not going to last forever. You can't live off the grid forever, especially if you're living in America. And if you're trying to escape from the law, you will be caught. It depends on how profile your fucking criminal charges are, okay? Peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. Welcome to my page. Peace.